Finally, new rule, enough with revisiting things. Stop being surprised every time you watch an old movie or TV show and find some of the ideas in it are old. A recent article by Molly Ringwald got a lot of attention because she revisited The Breakfast Club and her other 80s movies and found them troubling in the age of Me Too. She said she was taken aback by the scope of the ugliness. Oh, please, they were teen comedies, not snuff films. She said, it's hard for me to understand how John Hughes was able to write with so much sensitivity and also have such a glaring blind spot. Oh, I don't know. Should we dig him up and yell at him? You can't blame someone for not being woke 30 years before woke was a thing. I remember the 80s. Being woke meant you had too much cocaine. I think we should listen to Lisa Simpson, who last week addressed the controversy around Apu, an Indian character who runs a convenience store, because we all know there's no such thing. Lisa said, something that started decades ago and was applauded and inoffensive is now politically incorrect. What can you do? Exactly, what can you do? Label us all degenerates for not already being who we would eventually become? 20 years ago, the jokes on Friends were just funny. Now, some millennials, I applaud the sane ones, but some find the jokes sexist, transphobic, and fat-shaming. Okay, but if you spend your time combing through old TV shows to identify stuff that by today's standards looks bad, you're not woke, you're just a douchebag. Obama was against gay marriage until his second term, but I don't think we need to pretend he never existed. You can't enjoy any music, movies, or TV from back when for any length of time before seeing something we just don't do anymore. But aren't we adult enough to separate what we like about an old movie from what we don't? We can watch Big as a movie about a kid who becomes an adult and not as a movie about a grown woman who fucks a 12-year-old. The most beloved and wholesome act in history is the Beatles, but even they wrote, she was just 17. You know what I mean? Which today sounds a little Roy Moore-ish. They also sang, I'd rather see you dead, little girl, than to be with another man. And I used to be cruel to my woman, I beat her. Geez, if all you need is love, how come they kept threatening everybody? But that last lyric is from the song Getting Better, which is what we have been doing. It's all you can do, because every generation could be called the what were you thinking generation. In the early 1900s, heroin was a children's cough medicine. In the 50s, amphetamines were sold to housewives as diet pills. We used to drive without seatbelts and drink while we were pregnant and litter indiscriminately, just throw shit out the window. We smoked on airplanes. We would board an enclosed aluminum tube with old people and children and asthmatics and light up a Chesterfield. We had pageants where we paraded women in swimsuits and judged them on their appearance. Oh, wait, we still do that. Yes. And that's the point. We're never finished evolving. I hate to break it to you, but no matter how woke you think you are tolerating things right now that will make you cringe in 25 years.